Okay, 1.5, measuring and constructing angles. Starting off with a definition, an angle is the set of points consisting of two different rays with the same endpoint called the vertex. The rays are the sides of the angle. Listed here we have 4 different angles. In each of these 4, the point A that's listed, that would be considered the vertex. Hopefully remember what an acute, a right, and obtuse angle. Acute means less than 90, so I'm going to say x is less than 90. A right angle is x is equal to 90, or the angle measure is equal to 90. Obtuse would be larger than 90. And a straight angle, which might be new to you, is equal to 180 degrees. Moving on. Congruent angles are angles with the same measure, right? Hopefully that's kind of common sense for us. The angle addition postulate. This says that the two pieces of the angle here will RSP plus PST is equal to the large one, RST, right? So the two pieces add up to the whole, right? We did that with the segment last time. It was something like this, and we said x and y gives you the whole thing, x plus y. That's the same exact idea as this is. Number 1, measure of PQR, so that whole big angle, is 102. Find x, then find the missing angle. Well, I know that my two angles there added together are 102. So 7x minus 5 plus 9x plus 11 is 102. Combining my like terms, I have 9 and 7 gives me 16x. Negative 5 and 11 give me 6 is 102. Whenever I subtract 6, I get 16x equals 90, 96. And then dividing by 16 gives me 6. So x equals 6. Now to plug back in, I'm just going to put my 7 times 6 minus 5. So I'm going to say, here I'll have 7 times 6 minus 5. I'm going to type that in, and I got 37 degrees. For the other one, I'll have 9 times 6 plus 11, and that's going to be 65 degrees. So those are my missing angles, but I want to label them here. So I'm going to have measure of angle, and then I have to start on one of the sides, then have a vertex, and then go to the other side. So I'm going to say PQS. So that's talking about that left angle there. The measure of that angle is 37. Next up, I have measure of angle SQR is equal to 65 degrees. Again, it is important that you have the middle letter has to be the vertex. That's important. The other two, it doesn't matter which direction they go. Next up, an angle bisector, a ray that divides an angle in half. And we're not going to draw a picture. Actually, I'm going to draw a picture right down here. And then also we have the question, how do we mark angles congruent? So if I have an angle here, the bisector would come out like that. And then we would mark the left and the right angles with one swoop. I don't know, I always call them a swoop, to signify that they are equal. So that orange ray would be the bisector of the blue angle there. All right, last thing. Actually, is it last thing? Yes, for us it's going to be last thing. Write 3 names of the angle. We could say this is angle XYZ. We could say this is angle ZYX. And then because this angle is all alone, there's not more than one angle there, we could also call this angle Y. Okay? Normally you cannot do that. The only reason that we can do that is because there's nothing else coming off this angle here. Now, if we had a ray here, and maybe this was A, then we could not say angle Y. Okay, again, we can only say angle Y because there's nothing else there. All right, that's all.